You guys, I just had the most amazing experience with BTS. Let me give you a little backstory. I've had the worst back pain for a couple weeks, just in between my shoulder blades, and I've tried massage and chiropractic care, on and off a little bit. Doesn't matter. Okay, anyway, so I am going to visit my parents, and it is a 3.5 hour drive. And as part of that, I took a massager, a little back massager here. And it has a component to where you can plug it into the cigarette lighter. And 'cause it's you can plug it into the cigarette lighter. But fortunately, this is a new car and it doesn't have a cigarette lighter. So I was a little bummed at first. I'm like, I could probably just put it here and, just kind of move around a little bit and get those spots that, and so, I'm trying to get. So I got in there, started the ride. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. And keep in mind that I only listen to BTS. I've been listening to BTS for a few years and I have a lot to catch up on. So I'm grooving along, and as you do when you're listening to BTS, you start to move your body a little bit. And then I noticed that doing that really got these spots that I had no idea. Because when you're trying to massage yourself, it can, be hit or miss. But I felt like BTS was massaging my body. And when this whole, when I was listening to V or RM or J-Hope, it was like they were right there massaging me. Because when you're moving in time to the music and singing along, you are literally connecting with them. And I have to say that BTS now has met about 90% of my physical needs. Yeah. I would call it a bodygasm. Not exaggerating. If you've ever had a sensual massage, like a really good sensual massage, there is some noises, and it's just because it feels so good. And with this, I finally got the results I was looking for. And I got that feeling because, listening to BTS and singing along. So here's some tips if you decide to do this. It's probably not a good idea to do it when you're driving. Not a good idea, not very safe. If you, do this at your own risk, put on the guide, the things that put on the guide lanes that keep you in the lane, cruise control is your friend, and do it on, roads and highways that are really, really empty. So when you're singing along, that also increases, depending on the song. If you're singing low notes in a low range, that is going to feel really good in the lower back. If you're singing mid-range, of course, mid-back, and the higher stuff, you're going to feel it more up here. So the really deep breathing, you've got to do diaphragm breathing. If you don't know how to do that, go ahead and look it up. Makes a big difference because you can just feel yourself fill up with air, and that combined with the pressure and the movement makes a huge difference. There are several moves that I discovered are really great. One of them is like a shoulder shimmy, like this, back and forth to the music. There's, you can do like a back and forth, which is really nice. And then you can tilt your pelvis sort of side to side, like a little bit of a twist. And then for even more of that, let me see if I can do this. All right, see the knees. You can go sort of back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And that'll move your hips. That'll give you some good. And then you can also, at times you want to maybe circle around one way, circle around another way. And with certain songs, it can become very, very sexy. I have to say, I think if V was massaging me in IRL, he would be so gentle. It would be so soft and sweet and gentle. RM would be intense and strong and a little rough at times, but in a good way. You know, the rapping you can do. Yeah. J-Hope, that is just going to be, if it was something else, you'd be like, I'm proud to call that person my lover. It would be, all right, if it was J-Hope, it would be the best massage you'd ever had, and you just want to keep going back for more and more and more and more. Sugar August D, he would keep you surprised every time. There would be, you would never know what's coming next. He would just switch it up all the time in a good way. You know, just, it'd be something new. There'd be something new and exciting. So I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. I will put a link to this specific massager in the bio or whatever. As you can see here, you know, you can really see these things that are, there's 4 of them, right? And you can just move it up and down your back, you know, up and down your back to where it needs to go. Like I said, probably not a good idea to do when you're driving. Oh, also coming to a stop. Oof, it's like a, and if, you know, with my thing, I was tense. Also, right turns, left turns, it feels amazing. Yeah, if it was IRL and yeah, I'm just talking about massage. That's it, really. That's all. You know, how would be IRL? Just massages. What do you get your mind out of the gutter? What are you thinking? Anyway, this is amazing. You guys got to try it. It is connecting with BTS and your body in a whole new way. Dancing is one thing, but this is, yeah, if you've ever had a good massage, if you've ever had a sensual massage, yeah, bodygasm. Bodygasm massage with BTS in your car. So enjoy. Let me know if you've tried it, what you think. And I can't wait for the drive home. There's 3.5 hours. And my back feels great. This is the best it has felt in months. I'm getting spots that I never thought I would ever get flexible again. And there's one more thing you're gonna need for sure. Your favorite mints. Because after some songs, you're gonna be like, it was so good. Was it good for you? Yes, it was good for me. Just got a minute, take a breather, have a mint, maybe drink some water. So I hope this helps. I hope that other people will discover the joy of this and it'll become a thing because, yeah, you got to try it. All right. Talk to you later. So it's been about 5 hours since my BTS massage-gasm, and I'm a little sore, but in a very good way. Definitely reminds me of being sore after, especially because when you think back upon it, you're just like, you smile, you're like, oh, that felt so good. Haven't felt this way since my 20s. Just, yeah, it definitely feels a little naughty. A lot naughty. It's a good sore. It's a good sore. And, you know, except since I'm a little older now, pain patches are involved. Yeah. Anyway, so afterwards, if you put on your seat heater in your car, that's a good way to recover. So this is the massage gun that I bought for the Aryang. Alyang. God, I have to figure out how to say that correctly. For their new album, Alilong. Just kidding. I've had it for longer than that.